Hi guys, it's Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. Today I thought I'd do a review of this Nitecore flashlight. It's an MH23. So it's not the first Nitecore flashlight I've had. I've been using an older model for a year or two and I found it to be a great flashlight. So I've been using this older model, this MH20 GT, for about 18 months I think. Very impressed with it. Now I got this one as a gift, so we'll run you through it. So this is the box, 1800 lumens, USB rechargeable, maximum distance 294 meters, 21,600 candle power, impact resistance to 1 meter and waterproof to 2. Now it's interesting compared to the older model, 1000 lumens, 362 meters. Yeah, there's a runtime of 680 hours, a maximum runtime, 33,000 candle power, 1.5 meters, so they've backed off on the impact resistance. Maybe some guys have been testing it a bit hard, so interesting to see them side by side. So a few specs. So length 4.38 inches or 111.3 mil for the rest of the world. Head diameter 1.25 inches, 33.18 millimeter for the rest of us. Tail diameter 1 inch or 25.4 mil. Weight 3.39 ounces or 96.2 grams with the battery they supplied. Battery supplied 3,500 milliamps. It's an NL1835 HP, I assume that stands for high performance. 3.6 volt, and it says 8A on it. So I'm not sure what the 8A means. So it wouldn't make 8 amp, I don't think. So definitely a high-end battery. Now, battering up these torches, it will take other batteries. It will take an MR18650, which will be rechargeable, or a couple of CR123s. Now, all the early tactical flashlights I had ran these batteries, and if you were buying them from a camera shop, they were really expensive. So I'm pleased to go over to rechargeable. So the LED is a Cree XHP35HD. Now power output 1800 lumens for 30 minutes for the battery to exhausted, but I don't think you could hold it for 30 minutes because it does get hot. 760 lumens for an hour 45, 260 lumens for 4 hours 40 minutes, 55 lumens for 19 hours, and 1 lumen for 300. It has a strobe, an SOS and the beacon mode, and it also has a find me flash on the switch, which is really brilliant if you don't like getting poked in the ribs in your tent in the middle of the night because your partner can't find her flashlight. So bonus feature that. Now when you put the battery in, it will flash up a code. It'll tell you how much charge is left in the battery, which is a great feature. 5-year warranty, micro USB, which is really handy for it'll share it for a lot of the cameras, phones out there, and some cameras. So that's a good bit of kit. It comes with a spare rubber cover, but I've had no problems with the previous one. A pocket clip, a lanyard, a nice Cordura pouch, a bit of mancrame on there by me, that's so I can spot it easily. The cable's of good quality. Comes with a Velcro tie for keeping it all neat. Basic warranty card. And there's all the other bits. Comes with a spare O-ring, and it does recommend that you lubricate the O-ring with a bit of silicone spray. So all in all, it's a nice EDC size if you want to carry a serious flashlight, and this is a serious flashlight. Most of the time I have keychain type flashlights, but if I'm going out with a dog in the winter and it's pitch dark, I carry one of these. So popping the battery in. Now if you're going to transport this in your backpack or anywhere, I'd suggest backing the cap off, because should this get knocked and go into turbo mode, you might have problems, because it does produce a lot of heat. So there we go. So three main flashes, so 3.1 volts. It's not fully charged, so I've been playing with it. Has a small lanyard hole. I would like to have seen that big enough to take paracord, but I might put a little split ring on that, so I can put a paracord lanyard on it rather than what it comes with. Now, to be clear, most of my camp lighting is done with a headlamp, and that, so this is great for if you walk out of the campsite and want to spot wildlife or see something in the distance. This is the go. Now, my other one I keep packed with this Night Eyes head strap set to my size. Now it's constantly in the console box of the car, and I know basically I've got a tactical flashlight, and if I need to change the wheel on the car, I've got a headlamp, so that's pretty cool. So the switch takes a little bit of getting used to it, I must admit. Now it has a memory function in it, so if you've had it on a high output, I suggest you put it down to 1 lumen, because if it does get knocked on, it won't set fire to the contents of your bag and drain the battery. So that's the 1 lumen mode. Actually, what I might do is turn the lights out. It is daytime here at the moment, but the shutters are down because it's 42 degrees Celsius outside, so it's a bit odd. So low setting, up. So incredibly bright. So I suggest you cycle back to a single lumen. So a heavy press, continuous, brings it onto strobe mode. So if you want a self-defense item, this will do it. Now the cycles from, I'd call that self-defense strobe to SOS. That's the beacon of it. So it's only a gentle half press once you get into the sub menu. So as I said, it takes a bit of fiddling around with this the switch, but a heavy single to press will get you into that self-defense strobe mode, which is probably what you want if in a tough situation. Now the other useful feature is this mode here. So you can cancel that just like as I have there, but if you want a short press, you can find this in a dark tent, and it will run for absolutely weeks with this little blinking mode. So all good. And back to low lumen, click off. Alright. So interesting, I thought 362 meters at 1000 lumens to 294 meters. So there must be a difference in the beam, that's all I can imagine, or someone's challenging these figures. But all in all, for its size and its performance and its price point, it's a lot of flashlight for the money. It really is. It's takes a little bit of getting used to it. So this is the previous model. Similar in some respects, different in others. I like the lanyard hole a little better. Interesting enough, this switch was sort of guarded by the hump. Whereas in this one, it actually guides your thumb down to it. And this one had a crenulated bezel, so if you wanted to give someone a bit of a thump to remember with it, this would sort of affect that. But similar enough looking. But said this one stood the test of time. It's had a few hits and bumps, and it's kept on going quite nicely. So when I'm carrying one of these, I normally carry a cord, not usually their cord, and I always carry an Apple adapter because I have an Apple iPhone, and they always seem to die these Apple cables. I don't know why. So by having one simple cable with me all the time, I can charge up my iPhone if I have to, or charge up my flashlight. And my headlamp also has the same connector as this torch, so it's great to have stuff that crosses over. You don't want stuff which is so individual that it has no other use. So multiple uses for everything is great. Anyway guys, I'm looking forward to a break in the weather, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.